All right, boom. Hey everybody, thanks so much for tuning into Young Money Investments. Today is Saturday, August 5th. Can you believe it is August 5th, 2018? I wanted to get rolling today on Stock Pick Sunday. I know I'm getting started a little bit late right now, and this video is probably going to get uploaded a little bit later than I wanted to do. I've been kind of bummed. I've been bummed that I've not been able to, I guess, basically film a video during this week. This week has been probably one of my most profitable weeks that I've ever had as a trader. Consistency, chart-wise, I've been very blessed and very fortunate with the plays that I've been in. Facebook was a big one that I've been in that's been consistently going up, and I made a large profit off of that. Tesla is another massive one that I have profited crazy amounts on, as well as Callaway Golf has had a massive return in this earnings season. And so I wanted to kind of go over some of those plays really briefly, kind of go over the things that I saw in those and some of my words of caution that I have in terms of how you play earnings, because earnings reports can either make or break you. As we've seen this week with Tesla, Tesla had amazing earnings report that brought the stock up almost 15%. With that thing also going on, we've also seen Facebook this week where it tanked almost 20%. I think it was about $130 billion, almost $140 billion at one point that Facebook had tanked off of earnings. And so earnings are a crazy time, and I don't always recommend swing trading through earnings. Companies that I see long-term value, sometimes I will pull out part of my position if I don't know about the outcome of those earnings and then reinvest. Sometimes I'll be reinvesting at a higher price point, but I'll still have made profit on the portion that I was in there. And so I want to go over those really quick. I want to go over a couple plays that I see this week. I do want to say this though, with the massive gains that the overall market has had this past week, I've made so much that I'm playing it a little bit conservative. I pulled out probably well, I don't want to go over the exact numbers. I'm going to try and not use numbers, because my goal isn't to get you to think that I'm a good investor because the fact that I'll move $250,000 or because I'll do, $30,000 or $40,000 or $80,000 in a position. That's not my goal. That's not my philosophy with this. My philosophy is percentage gains. And one of the cool things that I was looking back on my percentage gains from April 2nd to August 2nd, and even through that time period. Now we're at the 6th, the 5th, August 5th. I've made a gain of about 62%. So in that course of time, I'm very proud of the amount of gains percentage-wise that I've made. Yes, the money is great as well. Don't get me wrong. This game is all about making money. But at the same time, my goal for you as an early trader, whether you have $5,000 or whether you have $2,000 or whether you do have $100,000 or $500,000 in your trading portfolio, you're probably not going to have that if you're a beginning investor. But I'm getting ahead of myself here. Whether you do have a couple thousand or whether you do have $10,000 as a starting investor, my goal is percentage growth, right? And so it's not going to be the fact that I'm making or you're making $1,000 a day or $2,000 a day. The fact is the percentage growth that you're seeing a day. If you can see a 4% gain in a day on your overall portfolio, or a 5 or a 6% overall gain in your portfolio, those are massive. Those are things that I saw this week, and that's what I kind of want to go over really quick. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump into this real quickly here. Let me minimize my screen down on this. We'll shrink it down, and then we're going to pull this up here. And then we are going to make sure that OBS is looking fresh and clean here. Perfect. So the thing I wanted to go over with Tesla this week, and I'm going to have to go on here and go to, this was a day trading chart. So I've been day trading Tesla, day trading Facebook, day trading a couple other companies. I've day traded Caterpillar as well. Cirrus Logic as well. Those are all been day trades that I've been trading. But if you look at the 5-day, 5-minute chart here on Tesla, one of the big things going into earnings, I had a very large position in Tesla. I want to say my portfolio position in Tesla was probably a 40% portfolio value that I was trading in Tesla. Now, I dropped that percentage down right around, well, it probably was even more, to be quite honest with you. If you don't include my leverage, I'm going off of leverage there. But basically, what I did without using numbers, I cut my Tesla position in half coming up to earnings. I sold somewhere right in this range of about $298 going into earnings. Now, I kept a sizable position, I kept a larger position, and then earnings really took Tesla up, 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 up. Now, like I said, the big thing that I recommend doing with this is I recommend um, I recommend taking profits when you get them. So because of this massive upswing that we have seen in Tesla, I mean, if you look at this upswing of 18% over the course of 2 days is massive. I see a lot of long-term potential in Tesla, as a lot of you know, and so without spending a lot of time on Tesla or Facebook, a lot of this was a short squeeze. So a lot of the short sellers in these positions here had to cover their positions because of the fact that Tesla was pushing up so much. And if we do see a push up, we're going to see Tesla start to spike because they had a level right here for shorts or for put options on Tesla. As the price started to rise, shorts had to cover their profit in Tesla, and that's why the company started to push up even more. Now, if it can push up past this 149 mark consistently, you'll see another push for Tesla as more shorts have to cover. So Tesla was a very massive position in play for me this week. Facebook was another one that has been trading. If you look at, and we can go with a little bit larger chart here, let's maybe go 20-day here. If you look at it, I'm looking for resistance right up in this range. Why don't I maybe zoom? Why don't I do this? Zoom in here. And I'm going to say I see a little bit of, this is still going to be too ugly for me. Why don't we do this? Yeah, that's not bad. Why don't we say here? I see a level of resistance for Facebook right in this area. So Facebook, the way it's trading right now, I could see it pushing up potentially to somewhere in this area, and that's where I would look for a sell point. Now, I see Facebook as a great buy and hold strategy, but because I'm trading a little bit more day trades, I sold out of my Tesla or my Facebook position. Now, the thing that I'm looking at with the markets this week is I'm looking for a little bit of a pullback with the markets because we've had such a bull run this past week. I've taken a lot of capital out because I'm looking for a few new plays. So Facebook right now I'm not in. I would love to buy back into Facebook somewhere right down around here, around the 170 price point, and being able to ride that 4% wave again up. So right now, Facebook nor Tesla I don't have buying options in them right now. I'm not looking to buy into either of these companies. But as you can see, I bought down in, I think my average share price was right in here because I saw a lot of bottoming out, as you can see right here. Look at where it's consistently traded through here. Yes, it's had some sell-offs and some dips right through here, but I saw a lot of great potential right in this range. So I bought here, ended up selling right in this range right here for about a 3% gain. And that 3% is nice. I mean, 3% on a larger position is great, but I was able to do that several times this week, or a couple, not several, probably twice with Facebook, because I saw value in these plays. So those are a couple ones that I made quite a bit of money in. Eli, if you're in Eli for one of these long-term trades as well, let's just look at the larger 180-degree chart pattern on here. And as you can see, earnings did Eli great. Eli made a ton of money. Callaway Golf had great earnings. And as you can see, it is just topping out really high up here. I would look for it to maybe sell off a little bit to come back down here to maybe the $21 price point. But again, Eli has been a company that has continually made quite a bit of progress this past year, even the past 6 months. I mean, we're looking at changes down here of approximately 52, gosh, I mean, you're looking at 50, 58, 59, almost 60% gains within the past 6 months on on Callaway Golf. So I wouldn't buy up here. I did sell out of my position again because I'm wanting to day trade or swing trade this a little bit more. It's overvalued. I mean, you look up here at the RSI, it definitely is overvalued. So I'm looking for a sell-off. I do like them long-term though. So I do like Callaway Golf as a long-term trade. Swing trades that I'm going to be getting into this week are going to be, let's take a look here. CPE is one that I just bought into on Friday right at close. I'm looking for support right here, as you can see, and I haven't even charted this out yet. But I'm looking for support again right in this price range right here. So if we can get that zeroed out, and then I can even zoom in on this. So I'm looking at CPE, or Calian Petroleum, I believe is the name of the company. It's traded very well up through here. I mean, even if you bought down in this price range and traded up to here, you're looking at a 6% return, roughly 5.5%. Now, the reason why I bought back in is because this is now acting as support on Calian Petroleum. So if you look at this right here, you're seeing a lot of touches, bounces, comes back down, basically bounces off, comes back up, bounces, keeps coming up, comes down. It's starting to find its way down to consolidation right here at about the 1050 mark, 1055-ish mark. So I'm bought in. I'm up hardly anything. It's a smaller position in terms of I don't have a lot of capital in this because I don't see a long-term value. I don't really understand or know Calian Petroleum that well, but I do see from buying where I bought in, I'm average cost in right here at 1053. I'm looking for a play somewhere up into this price point. So looking for about a 5 to 6% return into that low $11 price range. If I really want to be conservative, riding it up to about $11.10 is going to be my conservative price point on CPE. So that's one of the plays that I'm in right now. I sold off my L Brands position. That's another company that I've been swing trading as well. Had a great day. As you can see, it's starting to come back up. I'm getting a little bit scared right now because of the fact that the markets have had such a great run. If you look at the RSI on L Brands as well, it's kind of a little overextended. If we take a look at this, if you're wanting to hold long term, go for it. I see this coming back down a little bit and having about a 1 to 2% sell-off. And then I'm looking at a good buy-in opportunity and swing trading L Brands as well off of here, because if we can get it right here at where the EMA is trending and swing it back up here, I'm still looking at about a nice 5 to 6%, 5.5% return on L Brands. I just don't see buying in right here. I see waiting for a dip and a bounce off of the EMA. As you can see, it consistently does tend to come up and then comes down and trades a little bit below the EMA line. So I would look for a buy point somewhere right around the 31.75 if it dips, if it comes off of that. I'm also looking at Micron is another larger position that I'm in right now. That's going to be MU is the ticker symbol. MU has been coming down to support right in this range. Right now we're trading, getting close to right here and finding another support. I really hope and pray that it does not come all the way down here to 51, 57. I'm hoping that I can get a nice little bounce play. I am a little bit deeper. This is one of my larger positions. It's about a 20% of my portfolio position right now. And I'm averaged in at about 52, gosh, what is it, 52.80, I guess. So right in here. So if you take a look at this chart right here, 52, and I should draw some more of these support lines to keep it going. Let's draw this out here. Okay, so if you look at RSI is about midway. It could definitely have a little bit more of a sell-off and come down here to the 51 price point, and I'd be down a little bit in my position. I would average down and buy into this range here, but I also could see it potentially trending up. If you notice, there's been a whole lot of consolidation right through this area of Micron, and then you see it start to run up. We've had a lot of consolidation around this price point over the past several days. It is looking like it should start to reverse and then start to trend up. If I can ride it up anywhere from right in here, gosh dang it, anywhere right in here, dude, this is so stupid. anywhere from right in here, if I can draw a freaking line. If you can write it up anywhere from in here, even up to RSI or to the 180-day SMA right here, you're looking at about a 5% return. Now, long term, and that's a short term play, what I could see in terms of real write up would be somewhere, I mean, obviously up into here, and you could write it for about a about 7% return, 7 to 8% return on that. But I'm looking for a shorter term play. I'm looking for something, like I said, where I can write it up most likely into here. I'm going to actually extend this out right here and kind of draw this out. Wow. Just technical difficulties for days. Looking for a trade from here up into this price point for MU. And so that's still, again, I'm looking at about a gain, that's 7.6%. If you wrote it up on here, I think we're oversold. I don't see this level of resistance acting as much of a resistance in terms of it having to break it. Now, if we wrote it up to there, I mean, you're looking at about a 1.38% return. I don't see that as really being a resistance. I think being able to get it up into here is going to be a little bit more profitable and possible. So that's my play with MU. I do have, like I said, MU stock currently. I have a sizable position. The other one that I'm obviously very heavily invested in, this is my biggest swing trade position. It's actually my biggest position I have right now. And that is good old eBay. eBay right now. So 180-day charts. Way oversold. We're starting to see a bounce play right here. You're looking at a return so far of about 2.6, 2.54%. It will probably start to consolidate right as it does get up here to that 33.89 position. I am down slightly in my position, I want to say. I think I'm averaged in at right at $34, $34.05. So I'm averaged in right here, so I am down a little bit in my position. I had a nice 1.32% return on Friday. I'm down, like I said, 1.29% on my position right there. So that's basically what we're looking at for eBay. And I think that's pretty much everything. This is probably going to be my #1 position to continue to use. I'm looking to ride this up right here to about the $36 price point. I think long term I'm willing to play this swing trade because of the fact that it's a great value. eBay. eBay is a great position to be in long term because of where it's trading at price wise. And because I'm not scared to hold that long term. If for some reason the markets, we have another pullback or another correction, I'm not worried about holding eBay long term. I think they have a great fundamentals. I think the earnings report on eBay was a little skewed, just like Facebook. But those are my two long-term swing trades, or long-term holds would be, I really do see Tesla being a great long-term hold. I see Facebook being a really good long-term hold. Those are my two favorite top long-term hold stocks right now. I do see, like I said, long-term Facebook would be great to get into. My swing trades, though, are going to be eBay, holding that for a long-term swing. My short-term swing trade is going to be CPE. And that is everything for my plays this week. So thank you so much for tuning into Young Money Investments. Sorry it was a little long-winded, as always, but there is so much information. There's so many things that I want you to see here on the screen. I want to teach, I want to preach, I want to work, I want to do all these good things. So thank you so much for tuning into Young Money Investments. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section for me. I'm trying to think if I'm forgetting anything else. That should be it. I am just excited to trade some more. I think whenever you get a lot of success, you need to be humble with it and understand that you won't always be able to pull off these massive gains like you do sometimes. The stars align, you're in the right stocks at the right place, the right time, and things just go. But thank you so much for tuning into Young Money Investments, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.